Stop number 15 on the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Pocono Raceway in Pocono, Pennsylvania, as we're here today for the running of the for the running of the WIX Filters 400 as we're set for 30 laps of action on this 2.5 mile triangle-shaped racetrack. Three different straightaways and 3 different corners on this track, and we'll explain the track description as the first lap goes on. And so that said, on the pole for this event here today, it is Jessica Shelton, the number 9 Coors Melling Ford. Jess has one of her 3 in-car cameras in today's event. She drives the number 9 Coors Melling Ford, as I mentioned. She won the season at Richmond. She'll be alongside the winner at Riverside this season, Joshua Osborne, number 25, the Folger Chevrolet. Second row has William Brocken, number 4, the Kodak Film Oldsmobile. He'll be alongside the winner at Dover this season, Zach Rogers, and number 33, Skull Bandit Buick. Third row sees Seth Cohen, 52, our second in-car Cameron to this event here today. Alongside of him, Charles Sanford, 24, the DuPont Chevrolet. Fourth row sees our third in-car Cameron, line inside Kyle Matthews' car, the 42 Mellow Yellow Pontiac. Kyle winner this season at Sonoma. He'll be alongside Jackson Haywood in 15, Wrangler Jeans Ford. Fifth row will have Jesse Turner, number 90, and number 28, Keith Batson, who won this season at Bristol, the Texaco Haviland Ford. Next row down is Ryan George in 44, number 18, Matt Haas, who pulled out that tremendous, number 18, Matt McIntyre, who pulled out the tremendous win at Talladega. He also won the All-Stars at Charlotte. Next row down has the Dillons, Poteet in 22, and Young in number 2, both of them driving Buicks. Young's car, the blue JD Stacy number 2, and the red 22 of Poteet's car. One's from Kentucky and the other's from Florida. Next row down is the Martinsville winner, Kat Batson, the Purelator Ford. She'll be alongside Gene Sanford in the Performance Connection Pontiac car number 50. Gene won the season at the 600 at Charlotte. She also won at Atlanta earlier this season. Next row down has Jay Jefferson at number 30. He's been oh so close a couple times this season as well win, but not quite snatched the brass ring just yet. He'll be alongside number 88, Nathan Ormond, in the Gatorade Buick. And I should mention too, Jay Jefferson has won this in the series before. He has also won at Pocono before too, but has not yet won a season. Next row down has number 12, Rob Evans in the Budweiser Chevrolet. He's alongside car number 47, Nathan Hudson in the Race Hill Farms Buick. Next row down has Paul Minnick in number 6, the Stroh Ford, and number 55, Henry Sanford. Next row down, R.J. Bishop in number 27, and number 13, it is Austin Colano. Next row down has car number 51, Alex Miller in the Valvoline Oldsmobile, and number 20 and number 70, Rumpel Furniture Sons Smith for Speed Pontiac of Mitchell Collins. Next row down has car number 75, Daniel Bouchard in the Valvoline Pontiac. He'll be alongside Ryan Brommer in car number 94. Next row down has Zach Winkle in car number 1, the Daytona 500 champion. He'll be alongside car number 83, it is Emmanuel Hartnett. Next row down has number 71, the Buckstone Oldsmobile, driven by Kev Shearer, and beside him will be car number 14, is Kyle Langland. Shearer would like to win it for his home state fans because he lives in Pennsylvania. Next row down is Wes McCoy, number 7, the Xerox Antifreeze Ford, and he'll be alongside Cole Deaver in the GM Goodrich Chevrolet car number 3. Coming from way out back in this field. Next row down has number 17, Levi McIntyre, and number 5, Phil Parker. Next row down after that would be car number 8, the Matt Haas in the Miller American Buick, and Quentin Moore in the Quaker State Buick car number 26. He's won twice this season. He won at North Wilkesboro and at California. Next row down is Zachary Fitzwater in 29, the Hardee's Oldsmobile, and Johnny Gardner number 11, the Mountain Dew Buick. And starting shotgun in the field will be car number 43, the STP Pontiac of the King Richard Petty Colors. It's Mike Becker coming from way out back. I'd say some big names out in the back too in this field though, so hoping to make their way up to the field as the 30 laps will ensue here today in the WIX Filters 400 as the field of 41 lines up here. We've had, as we're nearing the end of the first half of the season, as this season is 33 races this season, so in this field for season 25. So with all that said, let's get the command to fire the engines for this, the WIX Filters 400 at Pocono Raceway. Again, Kyle Matthews, Seth Cole, and Jessica Shelton will be the three drivers carrying in-car cameras in today's event on this racetrack, as those three will take us a tour around the 2.5-mile triangle-shaped racetrack. Very unique shaped racetrack, as I should mention too, as the field of 41 lines up. We'll be back for the start right after this. Back at Pocono Raceway, as the field on the Long Pond straightaway here is getting ready to take the green flag. Jessica Shelton on the pole for this event here, qualifying at 168 miles an hour for the pole. And these cars will run fast in the draft, obviously too here, because on the front straightaway and also the Long Pond straightaway they will hit speeds, I would imagine, well over 180, maybe 190 miles an hour on this track here. This track, very, very fast, very, very competitive, very exciting. It is, after all, Pocono. The field comes off turn number 3. Green flag flies, and we are underway in the WIX Filters 400. Down the longest of the three straightaways is the Long Pond straightaway, which is 3,740 feet in length, as William Brock looks to the low side, making it 3 wide for the lead. He's not wasting any time here on Joshua Osborne and Jessica Shelton both. 3 wide, 2 OC, I should say, at Pocono. They go through turn number 1, banked at 14 degrees, and onto the Long Pond straightaway, which is 3,055 feet in length. And they'll head into the tunnel turn. It's turn number 2. There's a tunnel that runs through that corner for the traffic to get onto the racetrack here. 8 degrees of banking, and Jessica Shelton's been turned on! Here, Seth Cole's in it, several cars slowing down to try to miss the melee. Shelton plows into Kyle Matthews' car. And already a lap 1 crash. There were 3 wide, set about 2 hours. Even it was not going to be a good bit at Pocono. And it has taken quite a few cars out of the race already, including Shelton and Matthews. William Brock leads the first lap with Keith Batson second. There's Daniel Bouchard at 75, badly damaged on his machine. Hood buckle on the Zachary Fitzwater car. Seth Cole. Oh, Fitzy just about ran into the back of the car. Hood damaged big time on the Shelton car. Let's take a look as to what happened coming off turn number 2, and a big melee happened. They were 3 wide between Shelton, Osborne, and William Brock. Brock decided to make a 3 wide. They were 3 wide also between Matthews, Seth Cole, and Zach Rogers. And I think Brock's car would push up the track. He pulls ahead. Thought he was clear of Shelton's car, but he wasn't. Just taps. Thought he was clear. I don't know. I think Osborne came down on Shelton, looked like, and squeezed himself into the wall. There goes Matthews. He gets turned around. Seth Cole gets turned around. Jesse Turner way down on the inside of the racetrack. I think Turner got away cleanly, oddly enough, and several cars had to get on the butters, and I think a lot of them did a really good job missing the crash here. There's Zach Rogers trying to go inside in the 33 car. You see Ryan George go through, so does Dylan Poteet, but poor O'Connor gets plowed by Shelton's car. So all 3 of our in-car cameras involved in the crash. We will ride with all 3 of them as the crash happens. And we will first look from inside Jessica Shelton's car. And Jess takes her frustration out on Kyle Matthews' car. Now from Kyle Matthews' perspective. I actually didn't see that part. Matthews got upside down. Let's take a look at that part here. Matthews, there's where he got hit by Shelton right there. Let's slow down just a little bit for you here. Cat Batson hits him. There goes Jefferson. He slows down. He hits him, I think. Several cars, like I said, did a really good job hitting it and missing the Matthews car. There's and Austin Long gives him a hit. Then Fitzwater gives him a hit that sends Matthews upside down. Quentin Moore, I think, gets a little bit of damage in the 26 car right there. Matthews looked like he was going to get back up on all fours, but then the car at last goes upside down and stays there. Matthews now hoping to God somebody helps him out of the car. And now we'll finally take a ride with Seth Cole in the 52 car. Let's see what he saw from inside his Pontiac. And you saw from Seth's point of view that Kyle Matthews ended up upside down. Seth is still running though, but he has got a back end damage on his Eureka Pontiac. So restart happening on lap number 5 in this event. There are cars out of the race here. It'll be Fitzwater, Matthews, Shelton, and the 75 car of Daniel Bouchard on the race here. So 37 cars still remain on the racetrack and on the lead lap. Obviously, average speed, well, not much of an average speed, 86 miles an hour. And so poor Jessica Shelton, though, started from the pole and didn't even get the lead, didn't even get to see a lap here, obviously. These cars do get a little bit rowdy at Pocono. I will definitely say that. Field rounds off turn number 3 here. Let's try this again here. We'll restart on lap number 6 here at Pocono. And so for guys like Shelton and Matthews and Fitzwater, that's going to be costly for them points-wise, obviously, because they were looking to get back in the points contention as we like I said, we are just in the tail end of the first half of the season, though. But we are not. But you might look back on that championship battle here and look back at that one race and say, if I only finished better in that race as opposed to the other. Keith Batson goes low, looks for the lead here. Number 28, Texaco Haviland cars. He looks off turn number 2. And now they slow down for that third turn here. Batson goes to the lead. Second position goes to Haywood. And here comes Zach Rogers looking for third spot along with Charles Sanford in 24. And it's going to be Keith Batson leading the lap here at Pocono Raceway here as they go into turn number 1. Sanford down on the bottom of the racetrack in car number 24 as they go into turn number 1, but ducks back in behind Rogers. And give a call to that 15 car, Jackson Haywood. I don't know what they did to that car since Dover, but that car's been running very fast right now, that number 15 Ford. That is a Dale Earnhardt car from 1982 he's driving. Batson, of course, driving a 1987 Davey Allison car. Batson, of course, the defending season champion from season 24 as they come off turn number 2. Zach Rogers, he won at Dover, and it's given him plenty of confidence in the team right now, knowing that they can finish well and kick some butt later in the season, obviously, and try to get him back into contention. Sanford in the 4th position, Dylan Young in 5th as they come off turn number 3 onto the front stretch. No 4th turn at Pocono, obviously. There's 3 turns here. And we mentioned 3 different straightaways as well. Jackson Haywood, meantime, looks slow. He'll take the lead from Batson, or tries to. Dip slow off turn number 1 as they come down the Long Pond straightaway. He'll get the help from the 33 of Zach Rogers. Here comes number 2, Dylan Young. And into turn number 2 at 185 miles an hour goes Zach Rogers. See how fast they go down in the draft into turn number 3. And after about, I saw 180 miles an hour blink, so, and then down about 144 in turn 3. So turn 3 very slow, obviously, it being the flattest of the corners, had only 6 degrees of banking. And then back on the first stretch, we mentioned at 3,740 feet in length. See how fast Rogers goes into turn number 1, 186, 187 miles an hour into turn number 1. So I mentioned we're getting, as I mentioned, about 190 miles an hour. I was actually close on that. So Zach Rogers now loses third position. Now he is Dylan Young goes to second place. But now Rogers looks low again here, and he's got Matt McIntyre behind him, and number 90 Jesse Turner, who's won here at Pocono before himself. And he's got Joshua Osborne behind him, and give a call also to the number 4 car of William Brock and the 88 of Nathan Ormond. And now number 50 Gene Sanford goes to the low side in car number 50 as they come off that third corner. And Sanford's going to try to take both cars on one sitting, but she's got also the draft of the 8 car of Matt Haas. And now Keith Batson goes way down the track at number 8 and number 28. He gets by Charles Everett. Now he's going to try to make a 3 wide on Joshua Osborne, and Dylan Young dips down, and he's got both cars in one fell swoop. And meantime, Zach Rogers goes to the lead with now 28, and the 18 car, should say, of Matt McIntyre second position, as Batson makes his way through the field here, and he's got Jesse Turner ahead of him, and now Matt McIntyre wants to go for the lead. That 18 car's been awful strong all season long, and all season long so far. So he hopes to show him what he's made of this season here, and he is doing so right now. That number 18 car very fast here today. Fast lap race so far set by Nathan Ormond at 170.655 miles per hour. So that's faster than they qualified. In fact, the top 10 cars have all run laps over 170 miles per hour. 10 laps in the books and 20 laps remaining. A long race at Pocono. These laps, this track is, of course, the same length as Daytona and Talladega, and obviously, however, with the unique layout of the racetrack here, where the lap times are different at Pocono. Daytona and Talladega, Daytona and Talladega run laps at what? 45, 46, 47 seconds around there. This track here at Pocono, it takes them darn near a minute to get around. I mean, we're talking laps in the 50-second range, about 50 to 55 seconds a lap. Of course, with CTS, this is about, I would say about maybe 52, 53, 54 seconds, something like that. Second place now, Charles Sanford looks on Keith Batson. And you know Charles Sanford would like to get a win here. He's not yet won this season. And in fact, I think one of his wins, he has one here at Pocono as well before too. And moved the Jeff Gordon cars up to the front. Charles Sanford takes the lead. William Brockdale gets the second position now, and Matt Haas trying for third to the low side of the 18 of Matt McIntyre. Several cars bunched up in the field right now. Cab Shearer and Cole Deaver making their way through the field right now to 71 in the 3 cars, and also Wes McCoy in the 7. And Deaver goes up the track here. McCoy looks low on the track, but even lower is Matt McIntyre, or I should say Levi McIntyre, number 17. Levi, no relation to Matt, I should say. The man from Ohio and driving for his own team, Thrash Maniac Rockin' Wrestling Racing. Down the low side here, McIntyre now taking position away from Jesse Turner. Now looks slow on Zach Rogers in number 33. Off the second turn they go here. Kyle Langland having a good run in number 14 machine. He in the Copenhagen Oldsmobile. Langland running right now. Last time by, he was clocked in the 14th position. Hopes to. I think he's picked up a couple spots since that time. We'll see where he's clocked this time by. Cole Deaver still trying to find a low line to run on to hopefully for him pick up some positions in the air. That's Deaver, of course, naturally in the Dale Earnhardt cars, number 3 GM Goodwrench Chevy. And Deaver bounces off the number 90 car of Jesse Turner. Langland that time by clocked in 11th position right now. So, and now 3 wide here. Levi McIntyre looks low. In fact, Kev Shear in between 2 McIntyres. Levi on the inside and Matt on the outside of the track. Levi gets by Matt, but now has a hard time trying to get by Kev Shear right now in the 71 car. 71 and, well, 71 reverse. 17. One's a Chevy and a car on the outside is an Oldsmobile. They come off turn number 4, or turn number 2, I should say, excuse me. What did I just say? I just said there was no turn 4 at Pocono. And now inside inside of him, McIntyre. Look at him go there. He goes by Matt Haas. Now it's on Charles Hammer, who just lost a lead now to, I believe, number 4, William Brock. Halfway home, 15 in the books and 15 to go here at Pocono. So McIntyre was up to 6th, Sanford in 5th. Jackson Haywood was 4th, and now here comes Sanford to the low side for 4th position. And meantime, Kyle Langland looks on the 17 of Levi McIntyre. Dylan Young is 2nd, followed by Nathan Orman running in 3rd position. Orman's not won in this series before himself. And as for William Buck, it's been a long time since he last won. And Dylan Young, seems like it's for him and Charles Simmer both. It seems like it's been since they last won. Jackson Haywood's never won a race in a series neither, and I don't know if Kyle England has one or not, or something like that. I'm pretty sure. I think he might have one here, but I'm not sure. One time he says he has won here. He's won before, or something. Somebody says he's never won. And here comes Haywood, low side of Nathan Orman for position. That's for 4th place. And now Kyle Langland was a piece of the action at 14 machine, but he decides to push the 15 of Jackson Haywood. Oldsmobile 1st, Buick 2nd, Chevy in 3rd, Ford in 4th, and a Buick in 5th for now. And now Charles Sanford goes for 2nd place, and he's got it off turn number 2, and the yellow flag flies for the 2nd time here today. And it's the 8 and it's the 1 and the 8 cars that's crashed here. I thought for first it was going to be for Seth Cole in the 52 car again, but so yellow flag's flown for the 2nd time here today. And naturally it was caused by the 8 and the 71 cars that got together here. That was a battle that was happening for that was for, I believe, 11th position they were going for. Levi McIntyre, Matt Haas, and Kev Shear. And Jesse Turner almost made it 4 wide off turn number 1. But Kev runs out of room, taps the 8 car, Matt Haas around, sends Matt to the inside lane. Kev ricochets back across the track right into the 43 car of Mike Becker. There's that one gets turned, and now what? And he gets hit by Ryan Bummer. It's 26 car. How did Quentin Moore and Mitchell Collins not crash? That's beyond me. There might be a little bit of a hood buckle on the 26, but I'm actually not sure on that. And Jay Jefferson. I thought I saw a 30 car Jay Jefferson. I'm actually not sure. Let's take a look real time as to what happened. Real time. So the 94 car of Ryan Bummer's on pit road. We saw the 47 Nathan Hudson come in, and he's out of the race, unfortunately for him. Hudson's from apparently is a... Yeah, he's just... But no, Hudson's still in, I think. No, Hudson is... They got him as retired. 30 car of Jay Jefferson, they got him as a piston failure. So the engine blew up on the number 30 machine of Jay Jefferson. So... So the field's lined up here. We have 10 laps to go right now. We will have 9 to go when it comes to the stripe here for the restart here. William Brock and car number 4 is the leader. Charles Sanders is in second position. We mentioned those two have not won in quite a while. Brock is on a longer losing streak than is Charles Sanders right now. Sanders at least won last season. Jackson Haywood, he's never won a race in this series before. He runs third. Neither is Kyle Langland in 5th position. Dylan Young's not yet won in a long time in this series. He runs in 4th place. Cole Deaver won a season at Rockingham. He's looking for a second victory of the season. Gene Summers looking to become the first 3-time winner of the season so far. Zach Rogers is looking for number 2. He runs in 8th position. Nathan Orman's looking for his first ever win. He's running in 9th. And Matt McIntyre is looking for his second victory of the season. He runs in 10th position with Levi McIntyre looking for his first victory of the season. He runs in 11th position. So the field runs off corner number 3 here at Pocono as the field will come down. Pace car looks off on the pit road. So we are currently showing 8 cars out of racer. Average speed so far 116 miles an hour. Green flag flies. We're back underway on lap number 22. And boy, was Charles Samper ready on that restart here. Here comes Samper to the low side. And pulling out behind is Dylan Young in car number 2 as he got to the low side in turn number 1, 2x2. And now side by side between the 4 and the 24. Drag race down the backstretch. Who wins this battle here? It's the Chevy or the Oldsmobile? And Sandberg gets a draft up ahead as they come up into turn number 2. Dylan Young looks for second place here. Sandberg gets a slight bit loose, come off that second corner here. Brock and Dylan Young side by side now. Now Young pulls ahead. He looks even lower on this 24 car. Kyle Langland's a little bit hungry for a win himself, and so is Brock. So is several others. Henry Sanders on the low side. I don't think Henry Sanders even won this series as well, neither. And for Mike Becker, it's been a long time since he last won in this series. In the 43 car, he's now getting by Jesse Turner in number 90. Eight circuits remaining here at Pocono. Kyle Langland, Cole Deaver, and Zach Rogers to the low side, and now here they come. 5-car shuffle, 6 cars, 7 cars. Oh, flip, there's many cars right there down there. Off the third turn they come. Cole Deaver to the low side of Kyle Langland. A pair of black cars here. One an Oldsmobile and the other a Chevy. And here comes Zach Rogers to the low side. Levi McIntyre looks low. He's trying to gain some spots himself. He looks low on the 4 car of William Brock. Meantime, it's still between Charles Stamper and Dylan Young. Chevy in first, Buick in second, Oldsmobile third, Chevy in fourth, and a Buick in fifth. Off that second turn they come here. Rogers now runs behind Cole Deaver. Second place here between Deaver and Dylan Young. Six laps remaining. First 28 cars separated by 3 and 2/10 seconds a lap between the front 28 cars, and all of them, of course, we mentioned on the lead lap. Now Rogers and Deaver gets smooth at the high side. Langland looks for third spot, and he's got it. Levi McIntyre, he's hungry for a win right there in the 17 car. You remember Levi almost won the Daytona 500 this season, but got passed late in the going by Zach Winkle for the win. And I'm sure Levi does not want there to be a reminder of that moment, obviously neither. Third place, McIntyre, inside of Young. He's got the other McIntyre behind him, Matt McIntyre in the 18 car. As we said, no relation between those two here. Matt is from, I think, either Indiana. Matt originally from Indiana. Levi from Ohio. But up front right now, you got the California Crusher, Charles Sanford out in front. They got 4 laps remaining this time by here. Here comes Levi for the lead, and the low side of Sanford. They're going to be side by side. Hendrick Motorsports side by side at 24 and 17. And he's going to bring Matt McIntyre with him here. Cole Deaver looks slow in the track in the 3 car. Looking for 4th place on Kyle Langland. You got several new players in there. Jackson Haywood, the 15 car's in there. I think I see Jesse Turner. I see Gene Simper, Joshua Osborne, Phil Parker in this mix. And now you got the McIntyres. 1, 2 at the moment. Levi in first. Matt in second. 4 laps remaining. 3.5 this time by. Matt McIntyre to the low side. He wants his second victory of the season. He won the All-Star Race this season, but it didn't count for points, so his only points win came at Talladega, and that was a thrilling finish in that race. It was a thriller at Talladega. It was a thriller as well at California, where Quentin Moore won. It was a thriller as well at the All-Star Race. In the All-Star Race, it was a thriller as well at the 600 at Charlotte when a crazy caution finish happened. In other words, a finish under caution where everybody ran out of gas. Don't need to worry about fuel mileage in this one here, but Cole Deaver to the left side. Deaver looks for the lead. He's got it. As Deaver takes the GM Goodwrench Chevy out in front here. Jesse Turner, he wants a win at 90 machine. He looks slow on Matt McIntyre for second place. But Matt drafts Deaver up to the front position now. But Jesse Turner's strong in that low line. Jackson Haywood up there. We mentioned he's never won in a series before. Neither has the 14 car of Kyle Langland. Joshua Osborne looking for 2 in a row. He won at Riverside, the last race in the Tour. 2 laps to go at Pocono. There's the field. You take the money. You paid your money. Now take your choice. 3 wide. Phil Parker spoils the day for Osborne and Matt McIntyre. He looks like 5th position, I think, in that number 5 car. And now you got Earnhardt cars 1st and 2nd right now. Deaver in the 3 car and Jackson Haywood in the 15. Which one wins? Deaver looking for his second victory of the season. Jackson Haywood looking for his first ever. Same with Kyle Langland. He's also looking for his first ever. Jesse Turner looking for his first in a long time. Off turn number 3 they come. And leading him to the white flag is car number 3, Cole Deaver. Started this race way back in the back here. In the first lap crash, helped them move the back of his way up to the front. Here comes number 15, Haywood to the low side for the lead. Jackson Haywood at number 15. He's got Kyle Langland shoving him in the 14 car. Side by side down the back stretch. 15 on the low side, 3 on the outside, 14 shoving in the 15. And Kyle Langland has pushed Jackson Haywood to the front spot now. Off turn number 2 they come here. Can Jackson Haywood hold them all off for his first victory of his career? Langland looks to the low side. Now they're going to be side by side. Langland in the 14 car. He's got the run on Jackson Haywood. Here they come up the third turns of drag race to the start-finish line. 15 or 14, who's it going to be? Jackson Haywood wins the WIX Filters 400. Wow, what a finish! At Pocono Raceway, 2 drivers going for their first ever wins. And it's the 15 Wrangler Jeans Ford that does it here today. Jackson Haywood out of the KEB Enterprises stable gets his first ever win as he wins the WIX Filters 400 and beating out Kyle England by just a slim margin. 8/1000th of a second was the margin at the stripe. And a heartbreaker that was for Cole Deaver. Had that race looked like he might have had it won, but then the run the run came down the backstretch between Deaver and between Haywood and Langland. Let's look again as to what happened. Watch the margin between the 14 and 15 cars. They were side by side of the checker flag right there. Joshua Osborne trying to shove the 14 car up by the 15 car. Wow. That was the margin at the start-finish line. That is what 8/1000th of a second looks like at the checker flag at Pocono. Absolute craziness here. Joshua Osborne comes home third, Phil Parker fourth, Cole Deaver dropped to fifth as he inched out Dylan Young at the finish line for fifth position. Young was sixth, William Brock, Jesse Turner, Zach Rogers, and Keith Batson, the top 10. The McIntyres was 11th and 12th, Matt 11th, Levi 12th. Charles Saber, who led for most of those last 10 laps, ends up dropping to 24th. Nathan Orman, Paul Minnick, Gene Samber, Rob Evans, Mike Becker, Dylan Pote, and Henry Sanford, the top 20 in today's event. R.J. Bishop, 27th, Alex Miller, Emmanuel Hardnett, Wes McCoy, Cab Shearer, Johnny Gardner, Mitchell Collins, Quentin Moore, Ryan George, Kat Batson, Ryan Brommer, Austin Colano, and Seth Cole was the last car to finish on the lead lap in 33rd. Last car to finish in the race as well. Cars out of the race: Nathan Hudson, Zach Winkle, Matt Haas, Jay Jefferson, Dana Bouchard, and 3 of the big names: Jessica Shelton, Kyle Matthews, and Zachary Fitzwater. That's going to hurt those 3 in the points as well, too. But those 3, of course, hope to bounce back at the next race in the Tour at Michigan Speedway. Average speed 125.023, and what a finish at Pocono. Jackson Haywood gets his first victory of the season as he wins the WIX Filters 400 at Pocono. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel on YouTube, and also like the page on Facebook as well too. We have everything on this channel. We got on this YouTube channel. We got in our races. We got gaming videos. We got in our online videos as well. Everything that the president of the NNSCRA Seth Cole desires for this channel. And be sure to check out Seth's Duracell Cup Series as well. And also be sure to check out Levi McIntyre's Marble Studios Cup Series on his channel from the NNSCRA as well. That's Thrashmania 899's channel, by the way. Make sure to subscribe to that channel as well. He's also got some cool stuff on there too. And of course, be sure to also subscribe to anybody who runs the NNSCRA channel and NNSCRA series as well too. So with that all said here, this is James Colson. This has been a production of the NNSCRA. Off-Run Racing at its best. We will see you at Michigan.